I'm telling you, I'm in a weird mood tonight. I can just feel it.
What, was it all the boob talk earlier?
Look.
Welcome to the stream, everyone. What is up? My name is the Pharaoh.
So, my day starts, and I realize that, oh, I've held off on doing laundry. I've got no underwear to wear.
Oh. If I had a nickel.
So I had to go pull out my emergency garments and wear them.
Your emergency drawers. In the emergency drawer.
Which are thermal.
Oh! Oh, no.
In the height of summer.
Okay, your summer isn't bad as our summer, but it's still summer.
Yeah. And so I go into work today. Of course, complete, jeans, long, all the way down, whatever, long sleeve, heavy shirt, and
that's when I would just go 2 days in a row, baby. Have I ever told you that story about the foreigner that was on the swim team?
I'm not sure.
Okay, so...
If I have, it's never been prefaced like that, so please, continue.
Okay, so on my swim team, we had 2 Singaporeans, 2 Brazilians, and a Eastern European guy on our team.
Okay.
And all of them were not members. There was only like maybe 1 or 2 Americans that weren't members of the church. So what was funny was one day we're in the locker room getting changed. Hey, what's up, Ezekiel? So we're in the locker room getting changed, and then one of my fellow teammates goes, "Dude, Gary, have you been wearing the same underwear for like 5 days in a row?" And he looks at us and he goes, "Well, yeah, don't all of you?"
Yeah, no, it's not like that.
He didn't understand the concept of LDS member garments. He didn't understand that concept. So he just thought we legitimately all wore the same underwear, the same pair of underwear every freaking day. So he decided, hey, they all do it. Why can't I? Oh, boy. Wow. Hey, Ezekiel, how you doing? Welcome to the stream.
Zeke, I'm sorry for the conversation you walked into the middle of. I was explaining that I ran out of today, so I had to go with my emergency pair. A pair of thermal underwear, which, of course, right in the height of summer. Fun times. So then, of course, I go to the doctor.
Yeah, Ezekiel, this is spoiler territory, but honestly, you are so far behind me in the MSQ, you legitimately will not remember any of this by the time you get to this point. Let's be serious here. You're at least...
That this is all... considering that this is Dawn Trail, it's literally... of no consequence.
Yeah.
Because the game pretty much ends at the end of Endwalker.
Yeah.
This is all just fluff.
This is something. We don't really know what it is yet, but it's something. It's made a lot of people annoyed. It's made one of our friends completely quit the game. Well, that plus a lot of mechanics changes.
Me, I just quit the game because I got lazy and I didn't want to pay for the sub.
Yeah, I mean, that's legit. But yeah, I finished the second dungeon last night. Oh, I might want to repair my gear. There's my repair button.
So, Pharaoh.
I can't repair that item. Oh, I can repair these.
Apparently, my doctor's appointment went okay.
Question
but not
mark?
Great.
Okay.
essentially, he was having me come in to follow up on my blood pressure.
Got it.
Because a month ago, my blood pressure was 172 over 102.
You got to remember, I don't know anything about those numbers. You just have to tell me if it's good, bad,
come on,
or okay.
Farrell. You're the one who knows about healthy.
I know about healthy lifestyles. I'm not a health statistician. I legitimately know nothing about blood pressure. Like, I know nothing about it. The doc, I go to the doctor's office, they take my blood pressure and they say, hey, you're doing great. You got blah, blah over blah, blah. And then I never remember the numbers.
Yeah. But I mean, do you know what the numbers mean?
One of them is how many beats your heart actually does. And then the other one is important.
No.
Don't know.
The
only
blood pressure.
Go ahead.
Is how much pressure there is against the wall of the blood vessel, the pipeline that the blood flows through.
Got it.
Veins and arteries. And the first number is how much pressure is being applied during a heartbeat.
Oh, okay, got it.
The other number is how much pressure is being applied in between beats.
Oh, got it.
Now, I know you understand the concept of a liquid exerting a force against a wall.
Yes. Yes, I do. That's called pipe design.
And so, basically, for a healthy blood pressure, it should be within, each number should be within a certain range.
Right.
Apparently, a month ago, my blood pressure of 172 over 102 was quite high for both numbers.
Mm-hmm.
And so, when he checked my blood pressure today, it was 135 over 100, which apparently is very much improved for the first number, not so much for the second number. So,
right.
Yeah. But here, I was expecting you to be able to know what the heck it is that I'm talking about, so you could explain me to me.
Nope. Sorry, fresh out of that. No, I'm serious. Blood pressure is something I really do not know anything about.
Zeke, can you help me?
Zeke's a truck driver.
I didn't know that.
I know that. Well, I mean, I don't know. Maybe Ezekiel.
I also
maybe Ezekiel moonlights his house. Heck if I know. That was a good show, by the way. If you haven't seen House of D, it's a good show. I very much so enjoyed Hugh Laurie.
I remember, this was probably early first season. My wife and I, channel flipping, we stop on it, and it's like, okay, let's try watching this, see if it's any good. And what caught us is in the scene in whatever episode it was we were watching. He's working in the clinic, and some lady comes in, and she's just like, I keep gaining this weight, and I do what I can to try to get rid of it, and it won't go away. What do I do? Well, you've got a parasite. What? How can I get...
Yes, I remember the scene. I remember the scene. This is a funny scene.
What's going to happen? Well, you're just going to have to live with it for a period of time, and then it'll come out on its own. Oh, okay, that's good. Then once it comes out, that's it. We're done with it. No. Then you'll be stuck with it for at least 18 years.
Yep.
I'm paraphrasing up the wazoo, but
yes.
Yeah, essentially, yeah, he's telling. That's how he was telling her that she was pregnant.
Actually, true story. That kind of happened to my aunt, where this was their final child, and it was a definite oopsies baby, And she legitimately, according to the stories, was like, I just keep gaining weight. I just can't get this weight off. Oh, excuse me.
Well, the last time I talked to my mother, she mentioned that apparently the last two of my nieces and or nephews, I can't remember genders right now, of my sister's kids, the last two were unexpected.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, really?
Yeah, let's just say my wife ain't taking no chances. We're not pulling the bullets out of the gun. We're not going any permanent solution. But we're basically doubling up on the goalies. Let's put it that way. My wife does not want to take any chances.
I mean, it's like, I can understand having one oopsie baby, as they say. But two?
Wait, is this the same couple?
Yeah, my sister.
Oh, shoot. Both of them?
Child 7 and 8 were both unexpected.
No, what's funny is my good friend of mine, they decided to take the bullets out of the gun, so to speak, because she's like, yeah, the wife was basically like, yeah, I have two sisters that got it past the goalie. They were like, she was like, I am not taking any chances. I'm sorry. I cannot take chances like that.
Well, no, okay, so wait, in that situation, did they take the bullets out of the gun and double up the goalies?
No.
And I love how these metaphors do not mix well.
No, they don't. Fun times being married post childbearing.
So apparently my wife brought home half of her lunch today with the anticipation that she would be eating it for dinner because I was working late. Apparently she did not touch her lunch at all. So now I have fish tacos.
Are you sure you want to tempt fate, buddy?
What fate is there to be tempted?
Did your wife willingly give you said fish tacos?
Yes.
Oh, okay, you're good.
And I'm literally fish tacos. There's no euphemisms here.
Oh, no, yeah. No, I understand.
No double entendres. We're not going into After Dark.
No, we don't play around with fish tacos. Because I won't touch them. I am not a fan of fish. So fish tacos is... I've probably told you this story before, but I still want to repeat it because it's insanely funny. So, both my wife and I are not fish eaters. You know, we... Like I'll enjoy a good... like a decent shrimp every once in a while, like a well done fried shrimp. Well done fried shrimp isn't too bad. If I'm stuck, and I know this sounds like, oh, poor Farrell, but sometimes I've been stuck at a fish chart house before. If I'm stuck at a fish chart house, I'll have a seafood pasta. You know, clams, mussels, stuff like that. Not too bad. You know, a shrimp jambalaya can also be kind of tasty. But when it comes to, like, fish, the only one I can kind of stomach is halibut. Like, halibut, like, legitimately tastes like chicken. It's weird, but it does legitimately taste like chicken. So, I'll stomach a halibut.
My wife loves tuna.
I can't do tuna. No. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So, my wife and I drove home after she finished her master's degree, and we were driving her home so she could go to her friend's wedding, And then, like, a week later, she was supposed to do her big job interview with the job that she's been at for the past 10 plus, 15 plus years. So we start driving home, and we get almost to St. George, and then my wife's eyes go super huge, and she goes, "Oh my gosh, I forgot all of my interview clothes back in Provo." Oh no. So she's like absolutely freaking out about this, and I'm just like, okay, hold on. Let's just, you know,
we can buy you a new set of interview clothes.
I think
clothes, it's
well, you gotta understand, my shopping for my wife is an absolute pain in the nads, because she is tall and she is skinny. That is not.
Luckily for her, she has no nads, and so she feels no pain.
Oh, right. So it's a very tough order to go shopping for her.
Once again, metaphors that don't mix.
Right. So we pull into a Carl's Jr. in St. George. Excuse me. And we go in there. My wife is just beside herself. I'm just like, don't worry. We'll
figure this out.
It's just close. We'll figure something out. So she orders chicken strips. I order a burger. So we get our food and sit down, and we're just sitting, and she's just like on the verge of tears, and you know, she's eating a couple bites of her chicken strips, and she's just like, "Oh, dude, I must be so upset. You know, I guess my stomach's in knots. This just tastes like garbage." No, it's just like, no, I think you still need to eat. She's like, "I legitimately can't eat this thing anymore." So then I go, huh? So I take it, dunk it in the barbecue sauce, take a chomp. I take two chews. I'm like, "Honey, these are fish strips. This is fish. This isn't a chicken strip, dear." She goes, "Oh, thought it tasted weird." I was like, "Honey, do you want me to?"
Barbecue sauce with fish sticks. That's. I might have to try that.
You've actually never done that?
I can't remember if I've done that or not.
That's like the only way. I've had to eat fish and chips a couple times just because it was the only thing offered, and that's the only way I can eat it is if you dunk it in a liberal amount of barbecue sauce.
Well, that's just okay.
That shows how much I eat fish and chips.
Barrel.
What?
Barrel.
What?
Trapping it in a frozen prison of its own creation. Clever.
Would you eat
Clever.
steak with a liberal amount of ketchup applied to it?
Would I eat a steak with a lot of ketchup on it?
A liberal amount of because filet mignon.
To unmake it, it would be more tricky.
I hope you see where I'm going with this.
Barbecue sauce goes on everything, dude.
But to use, as you're saying, a liberal amount of barbecue sauce on a fish stick, because that's the only way you can stomach eating it, you're ruining the fish stick.
Dude, it's a low-grade fish stick, bro.
A conflagration intense enough
There's not much that's going to make it taste better to me, man. So I might as well make it the vehicle for the barbecue sauce.
At least use tartar sauce.
I've actually never had tartar sauce. Like, what is tartar sauce anyway? I've seen it, but I've never tasted it. Because I don't eat fish, Will, that's why I've never had tartar sauce.
Execution would be the heads of reason and resolve. And the blessed siblings. Bakul.
Next time you get fish, order it with some tartar sauce. Try it.
But I'm not gonna willingly order it, though. That's the problem.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's going to take a while because it'll be the next time that you're in a situation where you're forced to order it and eat it. Because if you're getting the food from any type of reputable fish place, they will have the tartar sauce available as an option.
Okay.
As a condiment.
Will, you can go shove it. Because
Why?
it's key ingredients. The first ingredient is mayo, Will.
So?
Mayo's gross. Key ingredients is mayo, pickles, lemon juice, capers, fresh or dried dill, Worcestershire sauce, and Dijon mustard. That's like a
Farrell.
homemade tartar sauce.
Farrell.
What?
No. You don't like that.
Dude, I tell you what, man, this isekai anime I've been watching, man, they're going a little nutso with the mayo, and they're definitely making double entendre references with the mayo. I'm just like, oh my gosh. It's like, here, tiny girl child, put this mayo on the end of a cucumber and eat it. Ah. It's like, good lord, what are you doing? Stop it. Alright, so double-headed douchebag let forth the big angry burb. Wonderful.
Wait, the one that was frozen in the ice that we clearly determined that was never going to be released from the ice, so therefore you would not need to fight it?
Oh, no. Heavens, no. No, I knew we weren't going to have to fight it. No way.
Yeah, no. Not at all.
The amount of shock I am experiencing is shocking.
I might have overdone the fire.
I might have overdone the fire a bit. You think, you douche?
Utter madness. Why have you done this?
Okay, now this really intrigues me because a lot of people have claimed that they love Bakul Jaja, this double-headed idiot. Allegedly, they like this guy. I'm still waiting to figure out what they like. This guy's an idiot.
You unleash calamity for your own gain? Have you any idea how many may die?
Okay, so I just pulled up your stream. And I see that Zeke may be lurking.
He is lurking.
But I see what he's playing, and I'm just like, is that game any good?
I know Pixel's playing it, Ezekiel's playing it. I know a couple other guys in Pixel's crew are playing it. It's intrigued me, but at the same time, it's kind of one of those.
Hasn't intrigued you enough.
It hasn't intrigued me enough to want to play a free-to-play game. You know?
Yeah.
It's like I'm already sinking enough time into this game.
Yeah.
I can't bring on another game like
A messenger
that.
to Tuliolol has been dispatched. The Landsguard will send a contingent, I am sure. But there is no telling.
It's like I feel like the
when they
day I
will
play a
arrive.
game like that's the day I start watching One Piece.
Hey. One Piece was good. All 8 episodes.
I thought you hated One Piece.
Even for him.
The animation, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But the live-action Netflix
So,
adaptation
what's the plan?
is fantastic.
Got it. I got it.
If we leave the
I
victory
highly
to others,
recommend
it will be a
the
massacre.
Netflix live-action
Some may call it the
adaptation
wiser choice,
of One Piece
if I didn't want
and
to fall
Avatar: The
behind
Last
competition.
Airbender.
But I could never live with myself.
I'm
And my supporters
a
deserve
little
better
worried about the
ruler.
Netflix Gundam. Because, I mean, with the last Gundam, they
So
totally
that's
made a
that.
lesbian couple in
I
it.
will stay and fight
Oh.
Valia This is an enemy so powerful that even my father failed to slay
There
it.
can be lesbians in
Alone, I
war.
don't stand a chance.
Right.
Or are
I
you saying that the
understand you've no obligation
Gundams
to aid me
themselves?
outside the right of succession.
Yes, yes, Will, the robots were totally scissoring. Each other in half. That was a blade joke, Will. I don't know where your mind was
But for the
going.
sake of Urkel Pacha
Wait.
and its people, I beg you,
What
join
does
me
any
in
of
this
that have to
battle.
do with Wesley Snipes?
I don't know. I thought it had to do with Edward Norton.
What?
Wasn't he the guy who was Edward Scissorhands?
That was Johnny Depp.
Oh! Whoops.
Wesley
Fuck.
Snipes
Well-
actually played Blade.
I know. Will, what were the 2 steps of comedy again? I think I screwed up one of them.
No, I think you did okay with just how ironic you were in your delivery.
This is the kind of challenge I live for. Murdering deities. Yeah! Actually, it was pretty funny. My wife tonight, I told her I was going to go
Drawn
running
to the
tomorrow.
chaos. You're as bad as Papa.
And she's like, hey, you want to take
Don't worry.
s'more with you? I'm like,
Skyruin
no.
should be a big enough challenge for all
I
of
haven't
us.
gone running for like 3 weeks now. I don't want to
But
take
you will take some more with you.
No. No, thank you. Not when I'm not in shape. Cause I'm like, you gotta
From us to abandon
gotta get
dear
back in
comrade
shape,
her time
man.
of need.
What?
Gonna-
And then you'll take some more with you?
Well, I mean, I want to at least be competent in running again. I seriously don't know how well I'm gonna do.
Trust
And-
me. You will be competent.
I know, but still, at the same time, it's like I just don't want to deal with the dog. Cause my honest thing about the dog is I do like the dog. He's a cute dog. He's fun to play around with, but I don't really want to be responsible for the dog. You see, I got far too many things I am really responsible for around the house on a daily basis. I don't want to add a bunch of dog responsibilities on top of that. Now, I don't mind taking the dog out for a walk at night. I don't mind that. But when I'm actually out on a training run, I don't want to deal with the dog. I don't want to deal with that. I just want to go run. And I want to be able to focus on what I'm doing. You know, checking heart rate, checking this, checking that. I don't want to be holding S'more back every time he sees another person. I just don't want to do it. And I want to be able to use
Dear
my walking
comrades,
time
now,
at night in order to actually
You just-
really train him to do it. He's not trained to,
You-
you know.
You don't want S'more to get loose and go attack your neighbors.
Yes,
Like we
which
said,
is a true story,
it
because
does
that
have a
totally
comforting
happened.
ring to it.
No, he went after
why do you
the
think I'm
neighbor's dog.
referencing it? Because I remember you telling that story.
Yeah. No, it's just I just don't want to deal with the extra stress of taking the dog on the run with me. I just don't want to do it yet. Not until I know that dog is going to stay by my side no matter freaking what.
Mm-hmm.
Because the other thing too is he has a tendency to cross in front of me, and if he crosses in front of me when I'm running, I'm going down. And I absolutely do not want that to happen. Especially since I run early in the morning and we're now starting to get to where it is still kind of dark at 5 o'clock in the morning now. Because we're past the time when it was kind of light. It was decently light at 5 in the morning. It is not light at 5 in the morning anymore. So I'm not worried about my own visibility. It's not
Knowing
being able
someone
to
has
see
your
the
back
dog
makes it
cross
easier
in
to do
front
what
of
you
me.
have to do.
That's not what I want to do. Now,
Mm-hmm.
eventually, when he gets a little bit better trained, what I wouldn't mind doing is going up to my local track and taking the dog with me and, quite frankly, kind of chaining him up to a pole with a super long lead, get my running in around the track, and then just let him kind of sniff around and do whatever he wants to do out on the football field.
And what will we do? One committed to winning the contest above all else would race on ahead.
All right. Tancred and Urianger are a great buddy cop duo.
That is accurate.
If you resolve to slay Valikarmanta, we'll need to find out where the beast went.
That's what we have you for, old friend.
Ha! She called you old bunny boy.
Inform the Bello of the danger. They may need to flee to lower ground.
Oh, excuse me. All right. We got a new gadget. It's a pointy finger. I'm actually pretty excited. I'm gonna try out. I'm gonna go for a 4-mile run tomorrow, and then I'm gonna do a recovery session in the boots. And then we're gonna see how my legs are.
I am jealous of those boots.
Oh, I freaking love them.
I mean, well, I wouldn't say the one thing that's stopping me from getting a pair. Because, I mean, let's be honest, there's multiple reasons. The primary reason is that I don't do what the boots are supposed to help you recover from.
Well, well, the other thing too is they actually do help with circulation. That's the primary function of that type of a recovery boot. It's
well, yes, Pharaoh. As I'm trying to explain, I don't circulate.
I know. Well, we'll squeeze it out of you. How about that? How about them apples?
Talking about oranges, how can you get
How do you like them
apple
apples?
juice from an orange?
I'm Jesus. We don't joke about Jesus in these parts.
The name is Jesus, and he's from south of the border. Show some respect.
I've told you my Jeebus story, right?
If you have, I don't remember you prefacing it like that, so go ahead.
Okay. So back when I was in college, a couple friends of mine, and we had a couple friends come into town. I can't remember like how this whole thing came together, but I remember specifically we were playing hide and seek in one of the tall buildings on campus, and we kind of got kicked out of that building. So we were kind of like, hey, what are we gonna do? And we were like, well, it's like 10:30 at night. Like legitimately everything is closed right now. Because in Provo, like, nothing is open past 10 o'clock at night. Like, there's even some, like, McDonald's that shut down at, like, 10 o'clock at night. Like, the only things that you got open after 10:30 is Denny's and IHOP. And, like, that's it. That's all you got in Provo. So, we wound up...
Or back in the day. Possibly today now, but we're not sure because...
Not positive.
We're not college students.
Right, not positive. So, we wound up going to Denny's, and our waiter comes up, and his name tag says Jeebus. Jeebus. And someone in our party goes, wait, is your name actually Jeebus? Can't say I've heard of that name before on a Latino kind of guy like you are. He goes, my name's Jesus. We had some people complain about my name, so they requested that I change it on my name tag to Jeebus. We're just like,
ladies and gentlemen.
That's Utah.
That. Okay. As a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, I grew up in Salt Lake City, Utah. From the point in which I first remember forming memories up to about sophomore year of high school. I love Salt Lake City. I love Utah.
Wait, what part? Were you actually in Salt Lake proper, or?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. Skyline High School.
Oh, yeah. I know exactly where Skyline is.
That's where my mother taught.
Oh, got it. Okay, continue.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, so I love Utah. I love Salt Lake. Aside from the multitude of other reasons that I am not ever moving out of this house in Michigan, my wife's sentimental attachment and such, you will never, ever convince me to move back to Utah. The reason why? Too many Mormons.
Okay, now, I lived in Utah for about 8 years. 6 years. Sorry, 6 years. I lived in Utah for 6 years. And for me, I just learned to roll with it. You know, I kind of knew. I kind of knew what I was getting myself into. I knew I was moving into the bubble, so to speak. And what was funny was I remember on my mission, there are all these parents in New Jersey. We actually had so many members move to Utah, we had to collapse 2 full wards that were full wards at the beginning of my mission, where they collapsed into 1 ward about 3/4 of the way through my mission. So within 2 years, we had such a mass exodus out of this particular city to Utah specifically. And I remember listening to people talking about it, and they were like, okay, let's see here. All right. Okay. We're going to follow this guy. They were all saying, well, if I just get to Utah, you know, my kids will be able to have good friends, they'll have good wards and this and that. And I'm just like, I've been around Utah a number of times in lots of different areas of Utah.
That's
you
not a guarantee.
You cannot guarantee that. Source fire, aspected ether, tracking disengaged. So,
I mean,
okay, continue.
I will say, yes, there are fantastic people in Utah. There are fantastic members of the church in Utah. There is also a bunch of idiots in Utah.
Yep.
Law of averages, there's a bunch of idiots in the church of which Farrell and I both belong to.
Yeah. So anyway, my biggest thing against Utah is it just seems like a fair amount of people just are not really connected to reality. Like, case in point, and I mean, personally, I don't think I would mind living in Utah. I mean, I would really have to pick a good place to live in Utah. Honestly, if I was to live in Utah, I would like to live out somewhere where I could actually get a little bit of land and not just have a little postage stamp or something like that. Like I would go pretty far away from all these new developments that are popping up everywhere, where like legitimately every house is the same freaking thing. Like, I just couldn't do that. It's like, look,
I mean,
if I'm
I figure.
Go ahead.
I figure I'll go live out in the middle of the state, out in the middle of nowhere, and go marry myself a couple, 3 or 4 more wives. Isn't that what they do out in the middle of Utah?
No, that's what we call Nephi. No.
Sorry, folks. Bad joke.
That's a bad polygamy joke, folks.
We don't do that anymore.
No, we haven't done it for like over 100 years. So as much as people really like to poke fun at our religion because of that, we literally officially stopped it like over 100 years ago at this point. So,
but at this point, I don't mind the poking of fun and making jokes about it, because self-deprecating humor. If you can't make fun of yourself, you got no right making fun of other people.
Oh yeah, exactly. So, like, I don't know where I would move to, honestly, because there's a lot of good potential places that if I needed to, I could move to. But like, for me personally, it's like, I don't know. I don't know what I would do. But okay, so case in point, how it really gives your state a bad vibe when someone does this. So a part of our church, and we've talked about this before within the last week, a big part of our church is what's called temple worship, where we have our normal meeting houses we go to every Sunday, and then we have the temples where we do work for the dead. Now, we explained a lot of this last week. But anyway, so for lots of places all around the world, you have to literally travel days. Like, there are some countries where people have to board a bus and take like 3 days on a bus to get to one of these temples. Now, in Utah, they are literally freaking everywhere. Like, you can drive down the freeway, and every 10 minutes, every 5 to 10 minutes, you can see another temple. So,
in Seattle, it's Starbucks. In Salt Lake, it's temples.
Right. So, the temple in Bountiful, where my in-laws live, it's literally it's less than 5 minutes up the hill. So, it's very, very easy to get to this temple. Now, there was someone in my in-laws' ward that gets up for what's called fast and testimony meeting. So in our church, typically the first Sunday of every month, members are asked to fast and donate whatever money they would have spent on food to the poor and needy in what's called a fast offering. And then during church, people get up and bear their testimonies. For lack of a better term, it's kind of an open mic meeting where people are allowed to go up and, talk about their testimony, their belief in Christ, things of that nature. Sometimes things get a little off the beaten path, and then those are very interesting Sundays,
or very, very uninteresting Sundays.
Very uninteresting Sundays, especially the old people that just start talking about all their operations. It's just like, good Lord, stop talking about your open heart surgery. Come on. It's like, yes.
But anyway.
So
you were.
So I was at my in-laws' in-laws ward, and it happened to be a fast and testimony meeting. And then this gal gets up there, and it was a nice testimony. She was talking about, the tender mercies of the Lord. She started off talking about the tender mercies of the Lord, where, she felt like she was heard. She felt like, the Lord answered her prayers. And she talked about going to the temple in Bountiful, which, like I said before, my in-laws' ward is about 2 blocks. That's about it. Maybe it's 3 blocks, but that's my in-laws' ward. And she's talking about going to the temple, which is literally 5 minutes away. And this temple, it has the worship sessions literally every 30 minutes. This lady obviously doesn't have a job. She's just a stay-at-home mom. And she's talking about making this temple session like, she's like, I was so worried that I would miss the temple session and I was going to have to wait for the next session. And when I got there, the Lord showed his tender mercy on me, and he opened the way for me to be able to attend the temple session. I'm like, you could have gone home, made a sandwich, and come back by the next temple session. Why are you freaking out about this? Why are you claiming this is some huge miracle? I don't understand this. Like, if I was in California, I have to drive, and I know this isn't really that long, but I have to drive about 45 minutes to get to the nearest temple to me. If I have to go hang out in the temple area for another 30 minutes, I'm okay with this. It means I'm not on the frickin' freeway. I'm just like, really? This is the thing that made you be like, the Lord is just looking out for me. He helped me get to the temple session, so I didn't have to go home and come back. And I'm like, okay, you really don't know how things work outside of Bountiful, do you? It's like, ugh. And then I had a roommate. Well, he was a guy that lived across the hall from me my freshman year. He only lasted 1 semester at BYU. And he was talking, and he's like, I gotta go home. He was from San Diego, and he's like, I'm going home. I'm not staying here another semester. He's like, I just can't figure it out. I can't figure it out. And I was like, what do you mean you can't figure it out? He's like, I can't figure out the girls here. I'm like, what do you mean you can't figure out the girls here? He's just like, I can't figure them out, man. I can't figure out how to ask him on a date. I can't figure out. I was just like, dude, Jimmy, I would more expect you to make out with your computer monitor while you're playing Counter-Strike rather than actually ask a girl out on a date. That's seriously all this guy did. He just sat in his room and played Counter-Strike all day. I'm like,
but he
no.
sat in his room playing Counter-Strike all day because he couldn't figure out how to ask the girls out.
It's a vicious cycle. Oh, man.
All he needed was a girl to play Counter-Strike with. And maybe some ska.
Yeah. Back in the early 2000s, there were not girls playing Counter-Strike, man. None that I know of.
I'm not saying he'd get what he needs. I'm just saying that's what he needed.
That's what he needed. Yes. Unfortunately, they were fresh out.
And I don't know if you caught the second part because of laughter or anything, but did you catch the second thing I said he needed?
No.
Okay, so I'll say it again. He needed a girl to play Counter-Strike with, and ska.
Ah, yes. Which is not dead, by the way.
No, never died.
Nope, it never died. Oh, wait, hold on. Let's see here. Aether couples.
Rumors of both Abe Vigoda's death and and Ska's death. Exaggerated.
Right.
Except for Abe Vigoda, because he actually has died.
Well, I mean, and Tupac.
And Elvis.
Right? But yeah, I'm pretty excited about this race I'm doing down in
Mesa?
No, Palm Springs.
Palm Springs. Okay.
Yeah, so Mesa is the next one. And by the way, hello Bladed, how you doing tonight?
You might lose me for just a second because I'm walking out of Bluetooth range of my headset.
Oh, okay, that's fine. But I'm pretty stoked about this new race that I'm entering. So this is the Alpha Win Palm Springs race. It is in La Quinta, California, which is just a little south of Palm Springs. This is an Olympic distance. So it's a mile swim, 25-mile bike, and then a 10-kilometer run. The thing that I'm the most excited about it is that the start time is at 9 o'clock in the morning. That makes me very happy. That means I don't have to be in transition at 5 o'clock in the morning. I mean, legitimately, I could probably just leave the morning of and get there in time. But the small part of me is just like, that is like a 2-hour drive out into the desert. I really, really don't want to leave on Saturday morning and put that to chance. Especially when I know that I can get a hotel room for only, it's going to be about $115 for the night.
Farrell, I would just like to remind you what happened last time you drove through the desert.
Yes, thank you for reminding me, you jerk.
No, I'm saying it's good that you're thinking of getting a hotel room so that you don't have to do that.
Right, okay,
in
the morning of, right, okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to help you.
You're trying to
Lift your spirits.
lifting my spirits. You are my spiritual bra. Good job. But yeah, so it's a 9 o'clock start time. Usually the Olympic distances that I've done have taken mapping the area. Urcopacha. Oh, those are enemy guys. I don't want to go there. Where's my ether compass? 240 to the south. Crap, I do have to go in here. Got an aether current in here. I'm gonna go get it while I'm here because it's only 240 to the south. But yeah, so this is a new course. What's pretty funny though was I actually I posted about it on my Pathetic Triathletes group, and this one guy goes, "Yeah, they're like the worst company ever." Blah blah blah. I'm like, okay. Where's my ether current? Hold on. Oh, hello. Boing. Kanye might be getting the Michael Jackson treatment. He's been on Nitro lately. Is MJ the Michael Jackson treatment? I do
Michael Jackson, Michael Jordan,
Mary Jane,
Michael Johnson. I think he was an Olympic sprinter.
Yes. Yeah. Michael Johnson was an Olympic sprinter. That's correct. 892 to the north. Okay, that's pretty far away. I know Nitro. I know what Nitro is. That's
it was a wrestling show in the 90s on
no,
TNT,
shut up.
TBS.
Shut up. In terms of medical, I do kind of know what Nitro is.
Nitroglycerin.
Yeah, I tell you what, man. Kanye is kind of one of those characters that I just can't take the dude seriously. Like, I just
Well, he's a
can't.
comedian. I don't think you're supposed to.
Kanye? He's a rapper.
Yeah. Wait, Tim Kanye?
No,
He was
Kanye
with,
West.
Carol Burnett?
No, Kanye West. Wrong Kanye. I don't even know who the frick you're talking about.
Tim Conway.
That name does not ring a bell. I know, I am an uncultured swine. Get it out of your system. Just come on.
No, not
insult me. Just do it.
No, I think this time I might be in the wrong. And as my coworker tells me, oh, tell me more, Grandpa.
Well,
anything older than SpongeBob, and she says, "Ooh, tell me more."
actually, it's pretty funny. On in Pixel's Discord today, I had an old man moment, cause I turn on YouTube.
You're not old enough to have an old man moment.
Older dude moment. So I turned on YouTube today, and I see this clip from the Olympics, and it says, Andy McDonald skates as the oldest competitor in the skateboard street event. I'm like,
it seems.
Andy McDonald is still competing? I'm like, that can't be the same Andy McDonald. And then I checked it out, and he's 51 years old. I'm like, holy crap, that is the same Andy McDonald.
So wait. He took a leave of absence from flipping burgers?
No. Wrong Andy McDonald. No, this is
Wrong McDonald?
Wrong McDonald. Yes.
Okay.
No, this is Andy McDonald, the famous skateboarder. He won X Games gold at least in 1998. I think he's won it a couple different times. But
what's the next game?
Wait. You have never heard of the term X Games?
Is this where I insert the cricket sounds?
Yes.
Okay.
There's cricket sounds in the game, so it's perfect. But
Great.
So the X Games have been going on since the early 90s. I don't remember when X Games began. But let's see. List of in the first X Games. Let's see here. X Games history. Okay. Let's see here. 94, 95. Okay. I need you gotta hear this list of the first. Okay, you gotta hear the list of games of the first. Okay, come on. There's gotta be something.
Tony Hawk Pro Skater. Is that the one? Is that on the list?
Well, I mean, skateboarding was one of them. Okay, yeah.
Well, no, I mean, you're talking about it. You're talking about games.
No.
Yeah.
No. No.
Manuel Samuel.
No. Stop it.
Hey, watch me do a kickflip.
So, okay, I can't seem to. Why the frick can I not find the dang original X Games?
Because
9, 8, 7, 6.
Hey, wait. 8675309.
No. 5. Okay. Let's see here. Current summer, current winter, past summer, past winter, history. Okay. Okay, so like originally they had like barefoot water ski jumping. So this was a alternate sports competition. It started off in Rhode Island in 1995. It started off as
now I know you're just pulling my leg.
What?
Because everything I kind of think I've heard about X Games is that it's only important to people in SoCal.
No. No, the X Games...
It is such a SoCal thing.
No, it is totally a SoCal thing. But the X Games originally started in Rhode Island.
Wait. Is that where the original shark jumping took place?
For Fabio?
Fabio jumped a shark?
Wasn't that the big thing that Jump the Shark came from?
Fonzarelli.
Oh, the Fonz.
Yeah.
Okay.
Boy, we're getting really off track, huh?
Yeah, we're totally getting off track here. But I have to find this original list of stuff. Cuz they had
Island.
So they had like originally they had like street luge, barefoot ski jumping, windsurfing, wakeboarding, skateboarding, BMX, rollerblading. They had like downhill rollerblades. They had park rollerblade, vert rollerblade. And then they had I think they had like jet skiing as well. I think they did. Sport climbing, bungee jumping. And I remember watching one of the first X Games, and there was a dude in a canoe strapped to a bungee jump. And he goes over the edge and tumbles around in the bungee jump. But anyway, so...
Wait, was he strapped to the bungee, or was the canoe strapped to the bungee?
He was strapped to the bungee. Here, hold on. Let me... I know we are totally getting off topic here, but I gotta see... Let's see. No. X Games was not on... No, that was not the Disney Channel. Let's see here. Bungee jumping X Games. Let's see if we can... Yeah, here we go.
Does your gut
If it were on the
feel like
Disney
this?
Channel, it would probably would have been like the
Advanced gas
D
and blow.
game.
Just transform John's gut.
D for Disney. Get your mind out of the gutter.
Yeah, here we go, baby. X Games,
Water Place Park,
bungee jumping.
Providence, Rhode Island.
Never worked on one of these in my life.
Forward, backward,
Guy dressed
and a
as
fabulous
Elvis.
Far out
Yeah, there it is. There's the canoe guy.
Freestyle
Right there.
Bungee jumping.
Right there. There's the canoe guy.
Such a long way down.
Here, I'm posting this. I knew I wasn't crazy. I knew there was a canoe guy.
Farrell, let's be serious. I'm going to be serious for just a second.
Bob Varsha, Rob
You are
Bollinger,
crazy.
and Russ.
Just not for that reason.
In any case, I'm almost
Freaking
certain
canoe
that
guy.
was headed in the direction
That was
of
awesome.
Lardor.
And another great story from one of the original X Games was so this guy participated in the barefoot
We
ski
should let the
jumping
others know we have a
competition.
likely location.
Now, for those of you that haven't been around a lake a lot, or anyone that hasn't watched like old lake footage of people doing stuff on lakes, barefoot skiing used to be a pretty popular thing. Now people do it, very few people do it for kicks and giggles anymore. But lots of people used to do barefoot skiing because there weren't wakeboards. Like wakeboarding kind of started taking off kind of like mid to late 90s. I actually have my first wakeboard that I got in the early 90s. It's actually in the corner of my garage, and I'm never getting rid of that thing because that's a relic. It actually looks like a very small surfboard. We actually thought it was a surfboard, and then my dad was like, no, this goes behind the boat at the lake. Anyway, that's a whole nother fun story. But anyway, so the dude is barefoot ski jumping. So you ride barefoot skis. So you're skiing behind a boat. It's pulling you at like 35, 40 miles an hour, and your feet are the skis.
Their evacuation.
So then what they do is they drag you to, they pull you to a ramp. You then jump off the water, launch off this ramp like it's a kicker ramp, like a trampoline, and then you lay out into a Superman holding the rope as long as you can, and then you pull the rope back towards you, totally do a butt drop on the water, and it only counts if you're able to pop back up on your feet barefoot skiing again. So this dude totally busts his foot. He totally cracks open the bottom of his foot. Hey Cluj, what up, dude? Welcome to the taqueria, man. Hope you're having a good night. So dude totally gashes the bottom of his foot on a run. And it's his second to last run. He gets back in the boat. His foot is totally bleeding. And then he tells the dudes, hey, get the super glue. Just get the super glue, man. This will totally work. This will totally work. So they put his foot back together with super glue. Dude goes back out for the final run. He hits his personal best and wins the gold. It's just like, what?
So where is Valigarmanda?
Which, honestly, I've actually used that in my life, because my wife, one day, she cut her hand pretty bad. She was reaching for something and didn't realize it was next to the food processor blade, and she kind of cut her hand. She cut her finger pretty bad, and I was just like, dude, let's just super glue it. She goes, what? I was like, trust me, this will work. I've seen it done before. So we super glued her hand.
I saw it on the X Games, dear.
What was funny though was that was back when we were teaching Cub Scouts, and then we go to Cub Scouts, and I'm like, "Hey guys, you want to know how to put a finger back together with super glue?" Am I?
And so all the Cub Scouts were like, "Cool, let's cut someone's finger so we can test it." No, kids, that's not what we're teaching you.
I'm sorry. Bladed, are you more invested in X Games than Don Trail's story? I'm invested in anything that my ADHD brain sidetracks me onto.
Or anything that you're, I don't know, am I your moderator still?
You're technically my moderator. I don't know what you're moderating. You kind of let me run away with my silly excesses.
Well, I mean, it kind of doesn't help that I'm nowhere near my computer to be able to moderate anything like in your chat if need be, because I'm actually downstairs in the bathroom.
So Valigarmanda seeks to replenish its ether.
Okay, just make sure you're not on a hot mic. Sir.
Oh. Well, I mean... No, I can't do it. I can't.
There's a funny. I have to post a funny moment from Pat's show back on Glenn Beck's show a couple years ago. He had Doc Thompson. Rest in peace, Doc Thompson. But Doc Thompson was filling in for him alongside Andrew Wilkow, and they got a guy named Jeffy, and he's kind of the punching bag.
Then we'd better not give it a chance.
He's the willing punching bag of the crew, and so Doc Thompson and Andrew Wilkow, they're chatting it up, and all of a sudden they hear a dude, like you can hear a guy pissing in a toilet, and they go, "What's that sound?" And then they go, Jeffy? Oh, crap. Jeffy totally forgot to turn his mic off when he went to the bathroom. So he's on a hot mic in the bathroom just pissing away. They're just like, well, this is the professionalism you expect when the main boss isn't around. Oh boy.
That mountain is sacred ground. I forbid you.
I think this guy needs a Tic Tac. I bet you this guy needs a Tic Tac.
It is not our intention to trespass.
It's our intention to kill you.
You must
How about that?
understand. That's where Valiermanda has gone. If we don't slay it now, it will slaughter countless innocents. Just like in the old days, I beg you, permit us to enter.
Out of the question.
We need the Brute Squad. Can we get the Brute Squad here? We need the Brute Squad.
I am the Brute Squad.
No, you are the Brute Squad.
Either you
Yeah.
seek to defile Door, or you.
If
Your
you doubt
band
their
is
chances,
incapable
how would
of
you feel were we
defeating
to
it.
join them?
Your band is incapable of defeating them. Do you know who the F I am?
It's not a matter of the band. It's a matter of just the one person.
With our forces,
7 weaklings are no less doomed than 4.
What about 8? What about 8? I can handle it.
Zoralcha, you've come to help as well.
No, I'm here to piss on your corpses when you all die.
Against my sound advice. While the rest of you were tussling with this sky ruin, we might have secured an insurmountable lead.
a minor delay. It will not change the contest's outcome. I would take the measure of this Tural withdrawal my father was unable
Fresh
to
out of the
kill.
dryer.
With both my brothers here, this battle is all but won.
Your celebration is premature. I never said I would let you pass.
Well, you never said that you would let us pass, but we'll just pass your cold, decaying corpse. How about them apples?
Again,
How do you like them apples?
remind you we're making
Arms
orange
against our own
juice.
people.
What an odd thing to say. As I recall, the inhabitants of Chir Wagur Sultan do not consider themselves members of the Tuliyolal nation. I'd hardly call them our own people.
Oh, well, we're the people that they're conscripting, okay? Gosh, gotta get all
What does that
technical with it.
matter? Members or not, everyone in Tural is part of our dream for peace. If you would hurt them, then you'll have to go through me.
Don't tase me, bro!
She saved me from the mountain bird. Now, then, the same eyes. Eyes of stone. We are still in her debt. This is true. Consider the debt repaid.
Good. I was afraid you were gonna give me another meatball.
Misunderstand. We do not submit to Tuliolan rule.
Aye, you've made your point. We can talk more once the contest is over.
I ask your name.
Wuklamat,
Had
protector of
lower
peace,
back issues
and
for
soon
the past
to be done,
week or
servant.
so.
That's okay. I've had lower back issues for the past decade or so. It's not because of
Even
my
people with wildly
the
different
extra weight I
ideals can
carry
find
around.
understanding through
Well,
earnest
okay, wait.
discussion.
Actually, it probably is.
I believe that wholeheartedly.
Mine's because of pickaxing. Lots of digging and grabbing, you know, bending over and pickaxing the ground and crap like that.
As do I. I won't give up until we reach a compromise.
But the good
Come on,
news
you were just leveling up your miner in real life.
Oh, right, the IRL minor class. Ah, yeah, I forgot.
Yeah.
About that. Yeah, that's right.
Anyway, I cut you off.
No,
What were you saying?
Assuming you
it's-
survive.
Whatever.
My old bones and I will be waiting here for
Just
the
trying to
true heir's
stretch.
return.
Stretching out
Wait,
my lower
you
back
said
for a sec.
whatever?
Yeah, I said
Your
whatever.
thoughts have always been a
Because
mystery
this is
to me,
my
Doctor.
My
United.
United States of
whatever.
whatever.
Contest.
Da, na, na,
For the
na,
sake
na,
of the
na, na.
greater good.
Such a weird song. How the heck did that song ever get popular? That is such a wonk song. It legitimately sounds like it's half a song. Like it sounds like it started like 2 verses into the song. I don't even know. But I like it. It's stupid and I like it.
I mean, in all
Our nation is
seriousness,
a fortress, and its people the bricks
I
with which it is
blame
built.
the
The more that
youth
are lost or
of
broken,
SoCal
the weaker
in
Tuli
the
Yola
era it came
becomes.
out.
Uh-huh.
That's the only way I can explain it.
Whatever. What's that? Sorry. You can't take the ghetto away from me, boy. All right. Nation is a fortress. Bricks are the people or the bricks which it's built. Blah blah blah. Let's
Even
murder
the
a
crudest
god.
rock has
Let's
value
go.
as a stepping stone.
Oh, Catboy. Catboy. Catboy is
Come
not
on, you
impressed
two.
with that.
Forget about the right of succession for now, and help
Wait,
me fight this
Cat-
overgrown snake
Do-
bird.
Do you not know his name?
I don't know like half these people's names.
I mean, he just brought you. He brought you across dimensional barriers to
I don't
save
care how
a
strong the
world,
sky ruin may
and
be.
you brought
We're
him
going
back
to put
through
this menace
time,
down for good.
and you don't even remember his name.
No, that's not the same Catboy.
Oh, okay.
Different Catboy.
Oh, wait, the rug thing.
No, the rug is the cat girl. The one in orange.
Wait, that's a cat. Oh, I keep forgetting that they introduced female Rothgar.
Yep. Yeah.
Wait, are we sure she's a girl?
Yes. We don't know about the voice actress. But the actual character, yes, is a girl.
Oh.
Because they call her sister all the time.
Farrell, I call you my sister all the time as well. That doesn't change anything.
No, I'm your sister soldier. Sister soldier,
you
my
were-
man.
Look. Stop it. Calm down. We got other places to go. You'll get a chance to shoot someone.
Dabu. Oh man, I never get to kill nobody. Oh no, we're gonna kill this burb thing. Let's go. All right, let's go. Insta-Q. Ah, no insta-Q. Ah, there you go. Okay, close enough. I was afraid my healer privilege was not self-executing, and of course we're waiting for the DPS as always.
Look, you need to check your healer privilege at the door.
No, I don't. I
Look,
wear it
just
on
like-
me like a thong.
See, now I can't go where I was going to try to go because you gave me such an opening with saying the word thong.
Thong, the thong, thong.
But I was going to try to continue mentioning that your healer privilege, you should use it the same way Beavis and Butthead use their white privilege.
Wait, hold on. We got Lord Business's brother, Mr. Business. We have Mr. Business, not Lord Business. We got Scrimbo Blimbo. Artemis Finn. Hey, we got Artemis's cousin here.
Oh, I feel so much better now. I am no longer in thermals.
Huzzah! What the frick? Scrimbo Bimbo already freaking died?
Well, I mean, with a name like Scrimbo.
Oh, frick. Okay. Okay, gotta stay in the center for the most part. And gather strength, gotta go to the south part. Blinding enemy build. Oh, okay. Blinding with a wide open back. Okay, so wide open back, I gotta go to the corners. Oh, frick, I'm dead.
Any res mages?
Actually, no. We got 2 Vipers. Oh, we got a summoner. So we do
Yeah,
have.
that counts.
Oh, frick. Those don't look good. Oh, okay, so those are gravity up. Okay. Okay, so there's an up and down mechanic on this. Okay, so wind up, lightning. Oh, okay. So bolts of lightning gotta stay down. Okay. Oops. Oh.
Okay, I'm back. Sitting here.
are those things? Ah, frick! Oh, frick. Ah, what is this? Ah. Oh, frick. Ah! This is... Yeah, we're dead. Oh, good lord. Oof. Alright. Round two. That first one was rough.
But it looked like you got a good distance through the fight.
Right. Okay, Mysterious Wind is in the center. To the back now. Okay. Now I'm gonna want to come to the corner. Or no. Okay. Good. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, now the corner. Up for this one. wasn't far enough forward. No, dang it. Through that check. Up and off here. All right. Oh, piss.
That's my fish tacos.
Oh, piss. Ah. Ah. Woo. First try. First try. Ooh.
Oh, yes.
And Mr. Business gets the comm because he's the only one left. I still got a commendation. I don't understand why. I don't get it. I should not have gotten that commendation.
Well, because you're the only one left.
Well, I mean, that was actually kind of fun. I mean, what's really funny is you hear so many people talking about how all these are super hard, super duper uber hard. It's just like, not exactly. I mean, yeah, you know, I totally got punked around the first try, but then I kind of look and go, okay, you're supposed to be here, then here, and, you know, you kind of understand where you got to go, and, you know, you can make it.
Well, no, you hear people talk about how they're super hard, and
even the great Gulu Shatra couldn't manage.
Yeah. It's like I self-identify as a filthy casual. I self-identify as a filthy casual, but apparently I'm not as bad as some people I've seen whine and cry about these things.
There's no denying it was an impressive achievement, but I wouldn't be so quick to claim we've outdone Father. The Vidral was weakened by decades of imprisonment. Had we faced it in its prime, we wouldn't have fared a fraction as well.
Oh, you gotta be Mr.
How
Buzzkill.
can you say that? 80 years couldn't have made that much of a difference. Could it? Oh, who am I kidding? Papa's still the best.
So, quick programming note. More than likely, there will not be a stream tomorrow night.
What?
I know. I'm going to the House of Mouse with my lady.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yes.
I usually wind up getting back pretty late and stuff like that, so. You have a ways to go. Look, Lamont, you will never be a fraction of what your adopted father is. Because you suck.
You're right about that. Just need a few more battles like this one under my belt.
You're not wearing a belt.
The Sky Ruin lies dead, and still, I've yet to prove myself the miracle.
Well, I suppose we should head back and join Erenville.
Yeah, because, like, the whole issue that I kind of understand why people are annoyed with this whole storyline. It's like you're totally just meddling in the affairs of a right of succession of a kingdom across the sea. It's not necessarily like, you know, what you kind of grow in love with Final Fantasy. There just doesn't seem to be, at least yet, there doesn't really seem to be some gigantic foreboding issue.
Look, you know, it's still early. They're laying the foundation.
I know, that's what I'm still holding on to the hope for. I mean, we all know that Mr. Operator is rather a cynical amigo. But I'm a little...
No.
I know. This is a shocking revelation to you, Mr. William Paul. But I kind of am understanding where he's coming from in terms of his cynicism for this storyline.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, right now, it just seems like you're just kind of this weird entity in this whole completely, like, it doesn't involve you. It involves all these people that you're kind of like, we're just here? Question mark? This doesn't feel necessarily like we're actually doing anything. Like we're a very backseat member of this particular storyline so far.
From what I understand, it's like you're Zidane and you're just along for the ride.
Minus the multiple existential crises in the end of Disc 3.
I'm just like what I vaguely remember of.
Final Fantasy IX is one of my favorites. I do need to go back and replay it somehow. Where are they wanting us to go? Okay, I actually want to go... I want to go up here and see what those two... I think these might be Aether current quests. Yep. Let's see here. They're not even worth a fraction of that price. Are they precious crystals? Nope. Yes, you have been swindled. You poor swine. Oh. Alright, well, I think... Hold on, why is... All right, we're actually gonna call it there for the night. I'm starting to lose focus. So, all right. Well, that is going to end things for today. I actually might be able to come out and stream sometime tomorrow afternoon. Because just kind of a quick housing update. We basically we had the guy who's going to be doing the demo and the grading come out today, and we basically determined that I don't necessarily have to do any more work. I'm going to do some small things. Excuse me. Moving rocks. You know, I might do a little bit of manual grading and stuff like that. But no more digging, no more trenching, no more sprinklers for now. I'm gonna wait until all the stuff is poured to finish off the sprinklers. Minus stuff that is actually getting covered by concrete. But yeah, it is definitely at the point where I am not required to do a buttload of manual labor anymore. That makes me very happy. But that also means that I am ready to get back into training. So I got 2 races. I've been talking about this past couple days. So Monday morning, we are going to be back on the bike. We're going to be doing, getting on my hour-long workouts. I really need to get back into riding because I got my sprint coming up in the end of September. And then in the middle of October, it's about 2 to 3 weeks after my sprint, I have an Olympic down in Palm Springs. So I do triathlons, and that's what I'm going to be training for. So we're going to be doing cycling more than likely probably Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, maybe. I don't know. I need to figure out how I'm going to incorporate running into my training. I really need to figure this whole thing out. But anyway, so stay tuned to the Discord. If there are extra streams that I do, like if I wind up doing a bike workout after I get home, I will definitely stream it. So keep tabs on the Discord. If you are not in the Discord yet, please join the Discord. Link in the description below. If there is no direct link for Discord, please click the link tree, scroll all the way down, and then hit the Discord button, and that will get you to the Discord. So, yep, that's going to be it for me tonight. So thank you very much, William Paul, for hanging out in chat.
Of course.
So we'll be back maybe tomorrow, if not definitely Monday morning. So until then, my friends, good night, Isaiah Norris. Oh, wherever you are.
Wherever you are.
Good night, everyone. Good night.